Hi everyone, it's Nicole from Healthy NYC. Welcome. Today we're going to be working through a really fun flow focusing on warrior poses. This practice will help increase balance, flexibility, and strength in the body. I won't be using any props for this practice today, but you may want to have two blocks close by. So let's start down on our backs. Moving into reclined bound angle, so soles of the feet will come together. Let your knees gently fall apart. You can place your arms by your side or up over your head. Just taking a few moments here to connect with our breath, relax into the mat. Try to keep your shoulders down. Let's take 3 more full rounds of breath here. And straighten the left leg out, down on the mat. Bring the right knee in towards your chest. You can hold on to the shin or the back of the thigh. Just taking a few moments here to get some mobility going. You can sway your hip from side to side. Let's take this into a twist. So your right knee is crossing over to the left side. Right arm is placed out to the side. Collarbones are facing up. And try to pressure right shoulder blade down into the mat. You can either look up towards the sky or towards your right hand if you'd like a stretch in your neck. Breathing deeply into the right hip and the lower back. Let's come back to center and switch sides. Left knee in towards your chest. You can circle the ankle, sway your hip, whatever feels good in the body. Let's take this into a twist. Left knee is crossing over to the right. Left arm is out to the side. Collarbones are facing up. Let's take 2 more breaths here. And coming back to center, pull both knees in towards your chest. Give them a squeeze, maybe rock from side to side. And let's come up into tabletop pose. Your knees will be under your hips, your wrists are aligned with your shoulders, fingers are spreading nice and wide, elbows are straight. We're going to move through a few rounds of cat and cow. On an inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze, curl tailbone up. Exhale, round the spine, chin to chest. Just take a few more at your own pace. Warming up through the spine, the shoulders, and the chest. Let's take one more full round. And coming back to a neutral spine, walk the palms forward. We're going to move into our first downward dog. So curl the toes under, hips are going up and back. Your hands and feet are at hip width distance. Fingers are spreading nice and wide. Your elbows are straight. You can let your head and neck hang heavy. Hug in the lower belly and take any movement that feels good in the body. Let's walk the palms towards the back of the mat to take a ragdoll fold. Your feet can be at hip width distance or a little bit wider. Bend your knees. Fingers can be placed down on the mat. Just let yourself hang heavy. You can sway from side to side, really freeing up your neck and your lower back. You can either stay here or grab onto the two big toes with peace fingers. Inhale to lift and exhale to fold. Just going a little bit deeper into the hamstrings. You can still keep your knees bent here as we're just warming up. Elbows are going out to the side and you're pressing your shoulders away from your ears. Let's gently let that go. Heels in, toes out. Let's lower down into Malasana or yogi squat. You can use your elbows to gently press your hips out a bit further. Feel free to sit on a block here as well. Try to keep a nice straight back. Let's take 3 more breaths. And folding forward, coming all the way up to stand, inch by inch into mountain pose. Your shoulders are back, palms facing forward. Let's step to the top of the mat. We're going to move through our first flow. So big toes together, heels apart. Inhale the arms up, look up. Exhale, folding forward, hinging at the waist. Bend your knees. Halfway lift, flat back, shine the heart forward. Exhale, fold. Plant both hands, step back, inhale to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. You can take cobra or up dog. And exhale back into downward dog. Let's take 3 breaths here. Really keeping your fingers spread nice and wide, pressing into the fingertips and knuckles. On an inhale, right leg rises. Bend your knee, open up your hip. Both shoulders are pressing down. Straighten the right leg and let's step it through to warrior 2. So your back foot is parallel to the short end of the mat. You have a generous bend in the front knee, really pressing that knee open using your glutes. Arms are outstretched, nice and strong. Your torso is neutral. On an inhale, straighten the front leg, palms together for flying warrior. Exhale back into warrior 2. Inhale, flying warrior. Exhale, warrior 2. Last one. Inhale, flying warrior. Exhale, warrior 2. Let's reverse for a side body stretch. Keeping a bend in the knee. Coming back through warrior 2. Straighten the front leg. Adjust your foot to shorten your stance. Hips are going forward and down. into triangle pose. You can place your hand on the mat, on your blocks, or against your shin, really making sure you're spinning your heart up to the sky. Looking wherever is comfortable for your neck. Let's take 2 more breaths here. Start to look down towards the mat. Bend into your front knee, both hands down, and let's move through a flow. Inhale to plank. Exhale, chaturanga, back bend. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale the left leg up, bend your knee, open up your hip. Straighten the left leg, let's step it through to warrior 2 on the left side. Make sure you're keeping engagement in the back foot. On an inhale, straighten the front leg, palms come together for flying warrior. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, flying warrior. Exhale, warrior 2. Last one, inhale. And exhale back into warrior 2. Let's reverse. Getting a beautiful side body stretch on the left. Coming back through warrior 2, straighten the front leg, adjust your back foot, hips are going forward and down. Take your version of the pose. Let's take 2 more breaths here. Start to look down towards the mat. Bend into the front knee, both hands come down, and let's move through our flow. Inhale to plank, exhale chaturanga, back bend, exhale into downward dog. On an inhale, right leg rises, keep it straight, stepping it through to warrior 1. So your back foot is at about a 45-degree angle. Both hip bones are facing forward. Generous bend in your front knee. Inhale the arms up. Really pressing into your back foot. Let's circle the arms wide. Clasp your hands behind your back. You can either stay here or move into a back bend. This is mostly about the upper back, so you shouldn't feel any pinching or compression in the lower back. Take 1 more breath here. Let's come all the way back up and dive forward into humble warrior. Let your head and neck hang heavy here. Pressing evenly into both feet. Two more breaths. Use your core to come all the way back up. We're going to pivot over to the left side of our mat for a wide-legged forward fold. Both feet are parallel to the short ends. Take an inhale to lift the heart and exhale, folding forward, hinging at the waist. You can place your hands on the mat or on your blocks. Pressing the shoulders down, creating lots of space for your neck. Feel free to adjust your stance depending on how your hamstrings are feeling. You can stay here or grab onto the big toes with the 2-piece fingers. Inhale to lift and exhale to fold. Elbows are going out to the sides. Pressing your shoulders away from your ears. Let's crawl the fingers forward, Pivot towards the front side of the mat for an easy twist. Left hand is down, right arm is reaching up to the sky. Looking wherever is comfortable for your neck. One more breath. Right hand comes down to the mat and let's move through a flow. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Cobra or up dog. Exhale back into downward dog. Left leg rises, keep it straight. Stepping it through to warrior one. Use your core to come all the way up to stand. Pressing into the back foot. Let's circle the arms wide, clasp your hands behind your back, other thumb on top. You can either stay here or move into your back bend. Pay attention to the quality of your breath. If it's short or shallow, you know you've gone too far. One more breath here. Let's come all the way back up and dive forward into humble warrior. Relax the head and neck. Let's use our core to come all the way back up to stand. Pivot towards the right side of your mat for our wide-legged forward fold. Inhale to lift the heart. Exhale, hinging from the waist. You can either stay here or grab onto the two big toes with your peace fingers. Inhale to lift and exhale to fold a little deeper. Let's let that go. Crawl the fingers forward. Pivot towards the front of the mat for your easy twist. Right hand down, left arm goes up to the sky. One long line between both arms. One more breath here. Left hand comes down to the mat. Let's move through our flow. Inhale to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Back bend. And exhale back into downward dog. When you're ready, lift the heels, bend the knees, move to the top of the mat. Halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up to stand. Bring your hands to heart center. We're going to be moving into tree pose, balancing on the right leg. So you're going to lift your left knee up using your hip flexors, and you can place your foot on the inside of your upper thigh on the right or down towards your shin. Really press that foot into your thigh. Once you catch your balance, arms can reach up. Try not to dig your toes into the mat. Let's take 2 more breaths here. Bring your hands down to heart center. Keep the left knee up. Moving into warrior 3. So we're kicking the left leg up and back, trying to get parallel to the mat. Both hip bones are facing down. Two more breaths. Let's bring our fingertips down to the mat. Step the left leg all the way back. Right foot meets the left. Inhale to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Back bend. Exhale, downward dog. When you're ready, lift the heels, bend the knees, move to the top of the mat. Halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up to stand. Hands at heart center, moving into tree pose, balancing on the left leg. Take your version of the pose. Really pressing everything in towards the midline. Hugging your lower belly. Two more breaths here. Let's bring our hands down to heart center. Keep the right knee up, moving into warrior three. Right leg is going up and back. Really using your glutes and your hamstrings to keep the leg up. Fingers down. Step the right foot all the way back. The left foot meets the right, and let's move through our flow. Inhale to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Back bend. And exhale into downward dog. Really stretch it out here. Let's come down and take a seat on the mat and lie down on your back. Bring both knees in towards your chest. You can either stay here or move into happy baby by grabbing onto the outside edges of both feet or your two big toes. Elbows are on the inside. Tailbone is pressing down into the mat. Breathing deeply into your hips. Getting a beautiful stretch. Let's gently let that go. Both legs up to the sky. Press your palms into the mat. We're going to move into Savasana, working our core. So go ahead and flex your feet. Start to bring your legs slowly down towards the mat. Keeping your back firmly pressed down. If this is hard, feel free to bend your knees. And let's move into Savasana, our final resting pose. Take up lots of space. Shoulders are down your back. Legs are outstretched. Take a few moments here to relax into the mat and integrate our practice. If you can take a longer Shavasana, feel free to do so. Otherwise, you can bring some movement back into the body by wiggling the fingers and toes, turning the head from side to side. Let's stretch the arms over the head for a great big morning stretch. Roll over to one side, keeping the eyes closed. Gently press up into a comfortable seated position. Let's take one more breath together to close our practice. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope you enjoyed this warrior flow. Please do remember to like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you again soon. Namaste.